In the current rush to adopt artificial intelligence, many leaders are hitting a wall. They realize a hard truth: an AI is only as smart as the data it consumes. If it hasn't been trained on a subject or has access to information about it, it doesn't know what it's talking about. But for most B2B companies, the biggest hurdle isn't building private B2B AI models. It's the data debt sitting in their CRM. We see it all the time. A company plugs a high-end AI tool into its database and expects magic. Instead, they get hallucinations, they get false positives, they get insights that simply don't make sense. Why? Because the foundation is shaky. If your CRM is a mess of duplicates, old notes, and broken links, your AI will fail. Below, we'll move beyond the hype of public tools like ChatGPT. We will look at how to build a private AI instance. This instance must be powered by a unified, clean, and machine-readable HubSpot database. It is time to stop storing data and start architecting it. What is a single source of truth, SOT? A single source of truth for AI is a centralized, sanitized data repository, typically a CRM like HubSpot, where structured data is formatted for machine ingestion to ensure private AI models produce accurate, hallucination-free business intelligence. The problem: fragmented data and AI hallucinations. Most companies do not have a single source of truth. They have fragments. Marketing has one story, sales has another, customer success has a third. This noise is the primary reason AI models provide irrelevant business insights. Think about your current database. How many duplicate contacts are in there? How many sales notes are just "had a good call"? To a human, that note is vague. To an AI, it is useless. When an AI tries to predict which lead will close but lacks clear data, it makes a guess. In the world of large language models, LLMs, a guess is a hallucination, an expensive one. The cost is real. According to Gartner, poor data quality costs organizations an average of $12.9 million every year. You cannot afford to train an expensive private model on a $12 million mistake. The solution: HubSpot as your AI foundation. Establishing a single source of truth within HubSpot is the answer. This is not just about cleaning up your email list. It is about a rigorous framework where every interaction is structured for an LLM to read. When we talk about a single source of truth, we mean a place where the data is verified. If HubSpot says a lead is qualified, the AI must be able to trust that 100%. This requires a shift in how your team works. Every sales touchpoint and marketing engagement must follow a specific structure. We use a concept called semantic triple integration. This sounds technical, but it is simple. It uses a subject, verb, object structure. This helps the AI build a knowledge graph, an advanced way to organize information. Example: semantic triples for your CRM. Clean data feeds private LLMs. Standardized properties eliminate AI hallucinations. HubSpot serves as the AI data foundation. Let's break this down even further. The triple subject-verb relationship object. Why it matters for AI. Example 1. Clean data feeds private LLMs. This tells the AI that clean data is the source of its intelligence. Example 2. Standardized properties eliminate AI hallucinations. This creates a logical rule: if the properties are standardized, the errors go away. Example 3. HubSpot serves as AI data foundation. This establishes HubSpot as the authoritative source, the SSOT. When your data follows this logic, the AI doesn't have to guess. It can see the direct line from a marketing click to a closed deal. How do I prepare HubSpot data for AI training? You might ask, how do I actually get my data ready? This is where we move from data storage to data pre-processing. You aren't just saving information anymore, you are architecting it. The goal is to make your database machine-readable. Humans are great at reading between the lines. Machines are not. They need clear hierarchies. They need standardized properties. 1. Audit your property taxonomy. Do you have 5 different fields for job title? That is a problem. You need one single source of truth field for every key data point. If the AI sees VP of Sales in one field and Sales Vice President in another, it might treat them as 2 different things. Standardize your dropdowns. Eliminate free text fields where a checkbox would work better. 2. Use data validation rules. HubSpot allows you to set rules for data entry. Use them. If a phone number is missing a digit, don't let the record save. If a deal is moved to closed won without a reason for win, block the move. These rules act as the guardrails for your AI training set. 3. The power of custom objects. Standard objects, contacts, companies, deals are great, but for a private AI to really understand your business, you might need custom objects. If you sell subscriptions, create a subscription object. Link it clearly to the company. This creates a map that the AI can follow to predict churn. What are the risks of training AI on unverified CRM data? Training an AI is an investment. If you use unverified data, you risk more than just a bad forecast. You risk your company's reputation. The bias trap. If your data only reflects a small part of your business, the AI will be biased. For example, if your sales team only logs calls with happy customers, the AI will think every customer is happy. It won't see the warning signs of a customer who is about to leave. This leads to massive gaps in your business intelligence. The compliance nightmare. Privacy laws are getting stricter. Training a private AI on unsanitized data can lead to legal issues. You must ensure that you have the right to use the data for training. An SOT allows you to track consent as a data property, making compliance much easier to manage. The productivity loss. According to IBM, 80% of an AI project's time is spent on data preparation. If your data is already an SSOT, you cut that time in half. You get to the insights phase much faster. The technical shift. Data pre-processing for AI. We often think of AI as a brain, but it's more like a high-speed engine. It needs high-octane fuel. In 2026, that fuel is structured data. Instead of just storing a transcript of a sales call, you should pre-process it. Use a tool to summarize that call into key data points. What was the pain point? What was the budget? What was the timeline? These summaries should then be mapped to specific HubSpot properties. This makes the data scannable for an LLM. When your private AI reads the HubSpot database, it can quickly identify patterns across thousands of customers. This is how you accurately predict upsell opportunities. You aren't just looking at one customer, you are looking at the machine-readable history of all of them. A technical checklist for AI-ready data. If you want to position your company as a 2030 enterprise, you need to check these boxes today. This is your zero-click value list. Unified contact schema. All contact records follow the same naming and property conventions. Automated deduplication. A workflow is in place to merge duplicates before they reach the AI. ISO standard formatting. Dates, currencies, and country codes are standardized, e.g. using ISO 1366 for countries. Mandatory linkage. No orphaned records. Every contact must be linked to a company. Every company must be linked to a deal. AI property tags. Properties are tagged as training data or metadata to help the AI categorize information. The role of answer engine optimization, AEO. The way people find information is changing. We are moving from the search era to the answer era. People are asking Perplexity or OpenAI for business recommendations. To rank in these answer engines, your content must be structured. This blog post is a prime example. By using clear H2 headers that mirror common AI queries, we make it easy for an LLM to scrape and recommend this information. Queries like, how do I prepare HubSpot data for AI training, are exactly what users are asking. When your internal data is an SSOT, your external content can also follow that same logic. This makes you a thought leader in the eyes of both humans and machines. Why a private AI instance matters. You might wonder why you can't just use a public tool. The answer is simple. Security and specialization. A public AI is trained on the whole internet. It knows everything but understands nothing about your specific customers. A private AI hosted securely and trained on your HubSpot SSOT becomes a specialist. It knows your pricing. It knows your competitors. It knows the heart of your business. More importantly, your data stays yours. In a B2B world, your customer list and deal history are your most valuable assets. You don't want to hand those over to a public model. By architecting an SST, you are building a private brain that only works for you. From generative to autonomous, the 2026 shift. The final stage of this journey is moving from generative to autonomous. Generative AI. You ask it to write an email. It writes the email. Autonomous AI. The AI sees that a prospect's contract is up in 90 days, identifies their recent interest in a new feature via HubSpot data, and drafts a personalized outreach plan before you even ask. This level of automation is only possible with a single source of truth. If the AI doesn't know the contract end date for sure, it can't act. If it can't see the feature of interest, it can't personalize. The SSOT is the nervous system of the autonomous enterprise, the human element. Training your team for the SOT, technology is only half the battle. Your team must understand the why behind the data. If your sales reps feel that logging data is a chore, they will do a poor job. Explain to them that they aren't just filling out forms. It's more like they're training their assistant to take work off their plate. If they provide the AI with good data today, that AI will take 40% of their admin work off their plate tomorrow. According to a study by Salesforce, high-performing sales teams are 2.8x more likely to use AI than underperformers. The difference is the data foundation they provide, the architecture of the future enterprise. We are entering an era where the moat around your business isn't your product, it is your data. Any competitor can copy a feature. No competitor can copy the deep, structured history of your customer relationships stored in HubSpot. Architecting this single source of truth is hard work. It requires a rigorous hygiene framework. It requires a change in mindset. But the reward is a business that is faster, smarter, and more profitable. You are building a foundation. You are eliminating hallucinations. You are creating a machine-readable roadmap for growth. This is how you win in the era of private AI. Partnering for your AI journey. Building a single source of truth isn't something that happens overnight. It is a strategic move that requires a deep understanding of both CRM architecture and AI capabilities. You need a partner who understands that the AI revolution is, in fact, a data revolution. At Aspiration Marketing, we specialize in this exact bridge. We don't just talk about AI, we build the infrastructure that makes it work. From cleaning data debt to architecting HubSpot for machine ingestion, we help B2B organizations become AI ready. Our approach combines technical RevOps expertise with cutting-edge AEO strategies. We ensure your data is a single source of truth that powers your private LLMs and drives autonomous growth. In a world where AI is everywhere, we help you make sure your AI is the smartest one in the room. Are you ready to stop fighting your data and start using it? Let's build your AI foundation together.